What's up, YouTube? I'm back again, and if you don't know me from before, my name is J.R. Arthur, aka the Pixel Monkey, and the topic I wanted to talk about today is why not? This one popped in my head while I was driving to do a job. And I was just thinking about some things, and I was like, there's probably some other people out there who have been told that they couldn't do something, that maybe their skill level is not quite there, or they just aren't good enough for whatever it is that they're setting their mind to. And when I say this, I'm referring to the creative space. I'm a videographer. I was a web designer, a print graphic designer. I've done pretty much everything. If you needed it done, I was gonna do it because I wanted to stay working. So I didn't have one central focus for a long time, but now I find that video is what I tend to like the most. And something I've heard over the course of my career, and when I say these things, I try to relate them to stuff that I've actually gone through, because these things have messed with me on the inside. It's messed with my confidence. It's just messed with me mentally, had me down. I've gone through depression with some of these things, and I just had to find ways to bounce back, or I had to find inspiration in other places. But what I found is when things were said to me, sometimes I wouldn't ask the simple question of why not? So let's put this to something. If you go to do a job and a client tells you, for instance, we don't think you're fit to do this job, automatically, sometimes we just fall back and we go, that's okay, we can't do this job, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Or you feel down about it, and then it makes you not want to apply or reach out to do another job. But there's something amazing when people say you can't do something, but it's only amazing when we turn it around on them. And so if somebody tells you, we don't think you're qualified or good enough, or you just can't do this, what you can simply do is ask that person or that client or that boss, well, why not? Why can't I do it? Why not me? And sometimes you won't get any response. And that's a little devastating sometimes, because then you don't know what to correct or what to do, and then yes, you are left down. But then you may get that response that goes, well, it's not that I feel that you can't do the job per se, but I feel like you need a little bit more time behind the camera, or you're not quite strong enough to hold this camera, or you're not quite what we're looking for to do this graphic job. And they may tell you the pointers to do to actually get it done. So that simply came from asking the question of why not? If you go and ask for more money for a job that you're doing, and they say, well, we simply can't pay you any more than what we're offering, or you're not worth what the budget is calling for or saying that we will pay, you can simply go, well, why not? And they may tell you something like, well, you don't have this, or you're not able to do this, and you can go, well, that's in my bag. Yes, I learned that because that's what I've been doing for years. I just didn't put that on my resume. There's so many ways that asking the question of why not can open the door to endless possibilities. It's just, we have to be able to get out of our feelings enough, get out of that mystical space of feeling like our worthiness or worth or value to do a job is not there based on somebody simply saying that you couldn't do it, you can't do it, and we just don't think you're the right fit for it. It's nothing like having that extra knowledge to know what you can change for next time. It may not help you in the present when you're asking, but it may help you when you go on the next job because now you know what to do different. I'm here with you all today because I just felt like this is going to be that thing that somebody is going to take and now they're going to go after that job that they were told they couldn't do. So many times as creatives or designers or bosses or just co-workers or mentors, we tend to put people down, or we tend to say things not even knowing that we've put somebody down without an explanation. But that's not always on your boss or the client, or even you if you're the mentor or that person that you just happen to be working with. Sometimes that's just on you. And the reason why I say it's on you is because you have a mouth to speak, use it. Everybody has text messaging at this point for the most part. Everybody has access to an email or a computer. If you don't feel comfortable asking the question in person, send a message. Text it from your phone. And just simply ask, well, I came to interview for this job today, or I came to apply for this freelance job, and I was told that this wasn't quite the right fit for me. And I didn't know to ask this then, but I'm asking, what could I have done different? And why not me? Sometimes you'll get a response just from that question. Sometimes you'll even get the job because you asked the question, because it shows people that you're willing to figure out what the flaw is or what it is that they feel is your gap. And that in itself says a lot about you as a person. Don't go sulk. Don't go sit in the corner. Don't get down and depressed. I've been there. I've done that. And you know what that does? At the end of the day, all it does is stop you from working. Stops you from moving forward. It stops you from being the creative that you were called to be, or that you thought you would be, or that you wanted to be. You can only be that person by trying to level yourself up. And you can only level yourself up when you're equipped with the knowledge of why not. So from now on, put that in there. Ask that question. Don't let the rejection play with you up here. Because all that does when it's playing with you up here is it stops you from continuing to work. Just remember, every job you do makes you a step better. Every problem you encounter on a job, if you try to figure it out, that makes you a step better. You only get better by pushing forward. And you also got to push forward in the right way. Don't go into something so cocky that nobody can tell you anything. So that way you can ask the question of why not? So the next time somebody decides to tell you you're not good enough, what are you going to follow up with? Let's try it now. You're not good enough. Why not? Well, now I have to tell you. Or if I can't tell you, then maybe I'm just saying something to get you away from where it is you want to go. The next time somebody says, you're not qualified enough, what do you say? Why not? You can stop yourself from getting that big payday just because you were scared to look yourself in the mirror and say, why not? Why can't it be me? Just do what needs to be done to make you fall into the position that you need to fall into. Questions help find solutions. But that magic question is, why not? It'll tell you everything. So ask it. But don't be scared of the answers that you get. Because a lot of times with why not is going to come work. It's going to come looking inside yourself to figure out what you need to do to dig up out of that hole and get moving. I hope that this one helps you. I hope that it gives you the question that you can now ask people when rejection comes or when you just fall a little short. I hope that this you can take and give to somebody else and let them be able to use that question of why not. Let's keep doing this together. Let's keep getting mentally strong. Let's build our emotions up. We don't have to be down and depressed. We can elevate and move forward. Let's do that. But in order to do that with me, I need you to like this one and subscribe to this channel. I often don't say that in my videos, but I need to say that more. Please like it. Please subscribe to it. Please type something in the message box. Let me know that you're hearing me. Let me know if there's something else you want me to talk about. But most of all, let's take the journey together. Until next time.